when we started kind of instilling a new American pride back in our country. Most of you were my age, probably were in that same boat. But a lot of pride in that. My dad always, my parents were Democrats when they first came to the country, and then after Reagan, that all changed. They switched over, and my dad always said he voted for Carter over Reagan, and said, he always regretted that. He said, I made a mistake. If I had known that Reagan was going to be the way he was, I would have voted him emperor, as my dad always told me. But either which way, we grew up in that era. I was always voted, always was involved, but I wasn't involved in groups like this. Wasn't a political science major. I was a biology major. Went to medical school, became a doctor, and really when the time came, my wife and I were going to school together out in Loma Linda, a small Christian school out in San Bernardino. Met there. We finished med school. She finished her occupational therapy degree. 2 weeks later, we got married. 3 days of honeymoon, and then right into residency at the University of Kentucky. And then we started, getting my training done there. And so my wife and I prayed about it, something we didn't do with our first couple of runs. And that was months before the filing deadline. And I put it to bed. I didn't think anything of it. New Year's came around. My friend said, "Hey, you might run." I said, "Yeah, look, it's been months. I don't think so. This guy's got a lot of dough. I've already run a couple of times." Went to church a few weeks later, right before the filing deadline. Heard a sermon that kicked us both in the gut. I remember turning to her, and she's like, "Yeah, I know, kind of thing." And so we went ahead and filed. And they said, before he changes his mind, get him to sign up. So we ran, raised more money than the first couple of times. I was surprised. We did well in that regard. There's 6 counties that were in the district at the time, and we wound up making a long story short, because I can go into a lot of the details of the race. The guy that I was running against wasn't working very hard. I think they did an early poll, and he was up by 16 points in the summer. And the party said, "Look, Ralph, we love you, but you got to be within 7 for us to get involved." And I'm like, "You guys asked me to run. It wasn't, the other way around."